She thought marrying rich made her untouchable, so I showed her money can't buy respect. My cousin Claire always loved attention. Growing up, she'd flaunt every little thing she had, whether it was the newest phone, the designer bag her dad bought her, or just being the prettiest one at school. It was annoying, but tolerable. Then she married a millionaire. Suddenly, Claire went from annoying cousin to self-appointed queen of the family. She showed up to Grandma's 80th birthday party in a designer gown like it was the Oscars, looked everyone up and down and said, "It's okay, not everyone can afford nice things." She stopped working, stopped calling anyone, and every family event became her personal stage. If you got engaged, she'd show up in a bigger ring. If you had a baby, she'd brag about her private pediatrician. If you got a new car, she'd laugh and say, "Oh, we just keep those for our staff." But what really pushed me over the edge was Grandpa's funeral. While everyone was grieving, Claire arrived late in a white dress, heels clicking, carrying a champagne glass. At the wake, she loudly complained the catering was cheap and told my mom, "Don't worry, once I inherit some of my husband's fortune, I'll make sure events like this are done properly." That was it, 'cause what Claire didn't know, her millionaire husband wasn't the loyal prince she thought he was. See, I work in finance, and one of my clients just happened to be his company. Through sheer coincidence, I knew exactly how much debt he was in, and how he was bleeding money trying to maintain the image of being rich. So I waited. A few months later at Thanksgiving, Claire was back at it again, mocking my aunt for bringing a homemade pie instead of buying something quality. Everyone sat there in silence, humiliated. That's when I pulled out my phone and with the sweetest smile said, "Claire, isn't your husband's company filing for bankruptcy next quarter? I mean, that's what the report said." Her face froze. I didn't stop there. I explained in plain English how her husband's millions were tied up in bad investments, how the house she bragged about was mortgaged to the hilt, and how in a few months they'd probably be downsizing. You could have heard a pin drop. Claire stammered, turned bright red, and snapped, "You don't know what you're talking about." But then her own sister backed me up, saying she'd overheard Claire's husband fighting with creditors on the phone. The family that once politely smiled at her insults, they laughed, out loud. For the first time, Claire wasn't the star of the show. She was the joke. Now months later, she's quiet at family gatherings. No more designer gowns, no more backhanded comments. She still tries to act superior sometimes, but the moment she starts, someone inevitably says, "Careful, Claire, don't want to max out another credit card." She thought marrying rich made her untouchable, but all it took was the truth to remind her, money can buy luxury, but it can't buy respect. And watching her ego deflate, honestly, priceless.